Welcome to KMET 1490 AM ABC News Radio and the Southern California Business Report, a show dedicated to highlighting successful Southern California businesses and the people behind them, with Daryl McCance and Yvette Walker. And now, here's Daryl and Yvette.
Thank you for joining us on ABC News and Talk's Southern California Business Report with Yvette Walker and myself, Daryl McCance, as we focus on Southern California's successful businesses and the people behind them. As we look at all sectors of the economy and we look at everything from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations, today we've outdone ourselves again, and we have one of those awe-inspiring sole proprietors that has been at it for decades. And as usual, I'm going to turn it over to Yvette Walker to do a nice introduction for today's guest. Yvette, it's all you.
So Chef Henry at a young age knew he wanted to cook. His father worked in a restaurant as a chef, and Henry's older brother worked with his father. One day, his brother skipped work to play at the beach, but young Henry seized the opportunity to sneak into the kitchen with his father and set to work. No one realized the younger son was working in the kitchen until the lunch rush died down. Henry loved cooking so much, his parents used that love for cooking to ensure good grades. If he didn't make good grades, he would not be allowed to cook. Eventually, he worked at Rosa's in Baldwin Park. Henry quickly became head chef. He attended the LA Culinary Institute, which later became the California School of Culinary Arts in Pasadena. He studied under Master Chef Raymond Hofmeister. Later, he worked at Rosa's in Ontario. Now, executive chef and owner Henry Gonzalez runs Spaggi's with his wife, Anna. He has a team of 7 chefs. So thank you so much for joining us today, Chef Henry.
Oh, thank you. It's an honor to be on with you and Daryl. Thank you.
We've been looking forward to this. So as step one, talking about the background before the restaurant, anything you want to add to what Yvette just mentioned?
Well, I mean, I didn't get here alone. I got here, obviously, my wife has been with me and supported me for over 23 years. All the people that believed in me, from my father, my mother, my brothers, my sisters, Esther, who owned Jolly Jug, the Ritchie family from Rosa's restaurant in Palm Springs, Mel Haber, who Ingleside Inn. So lots of people, Dan and Brian Fitzpatrick from Rosa's, Counterpoint, and a partner I had that was a big mentor is Raymond Podesta. He owns several IHOP restaurants. He helped me a lot. He believed in me, and that's why we're here today. So
that's fantastic. And you shared with Yvette and I, although you don't like to brag, you're very humble. I know that you've cooked for presidents of the United States and many, many famous people. But with that, I want you to share with the audience the dispute in your family between mom and dad as to your absolute beginnings.
Well,
and don't forget the basting pan.
Well, my mom's story of why I became a chef is that I was born in February. I don't want to give my age, but back then there was no little pan or little container you put in the sink. You fill it with water, you put the baby in there, and you give the baby a bath. So back then, my mom used a turkey baster, the roasting pan. And she said that got into my blood, and that's what got me going.
I love it.
But, you know, as a young boy, we used to walk into where my dad worked, and my dad smelled like food. He brought food home with his tall hat, all in white. And I just thought, wow. You know, I admired my dad. I still admire him so much. And so that was the reason, you know. So you want to be just like your dad.
Isn't that great? Well, in full disclosure, Yvette and her family and my family, we have been enjoying your restaurant for decades. And as I shared recently, my wife uses it any excuse in the world, you know, anniversaries, birthdays, anything good, her number one spot she wants to go to is Spaggi. So for those that are hearing about this restaurant for the first time throughout Southern California, this is just a few minutes away from the Ontario International Airport. It's convenient from north, south, east, west. If you're coming from the west side of LA and you're on your way out to Vegas, you stop at Spaggi's. If you're in Palm Springs and you're heading on into Santa Barbara, you stop and enjoy Spaggi's. Always amazing food. It's obviously fine dining, but you've created such a comfortable, relaxed environment that people can come as they are, and you always make everybody feel really very special. So on behalf of my wife in particular, who, just can't say enough great things about what you and Anna have created. And there's an old saying, talent plus management equals success. Yvette and I are talking about success. We have the most successful businesses in Southern California that we showcase weekly. But I was thinking about your situation where Chef Henry is clearly talent. Your amazing wife, Anna, is clearly management. And there's your success. Or we can say Henry plus Anna equals Miranda, the new exciting, which is your lovely daughter, who I see is getting involved in the family business. So we're super excited. We're very fortunate to have Spaggi's in Southern California. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But on the whole subject, and again, Yvette and I always try to get secrets, and I warned you about this. So if you could describe the menu items, if you will, that are extremely popular at Spaggi's, I think everybody would really enjoy that. And before we go any further, once again, people listening, just tuning in, we are talking, Yvette and I are talking to Chef Henry of Spaggi's, and they are located at 1651 West Foothill Boulevard, Suite H in Upland, California, just Rancho Cucamonga to their east, Claremont, LA County to their west, Ontario, Chino Hills to their south. So with that, Henry, if you could just kind of talk for a minute about the menu items that people really enjoy, and you enjoy making them and they enjoy having them. Go right ahead.
Well, thank you very much. So our philosophy is, just like people, we need to be good from the inside out. So the quality of the food that we purchase, the tomatoes, the lettuce, the olive oil, the garlic, everything being fresh, and using the best purveyors that our industry has. Like for seafood, we go straight to Santa Monica Seafood. They're the best. They have all the items nice and fresh. They know the quality that we're looking for. They exceed that. Premier Meat is our meat distributor. They come out of Vernon, California, so very local. Smaller company, but they're consistent with the prime beef that we buy. We buy dry aged beef. We buy special cuts. We cut things here. And we use two different produce companies. Sunrise Produce comes out of, I think now they moved their plant and they're in Orange County. And then we use a local A&A Produce, which is here in Upland. And with both of them working with us, we can get the best of all worlds. So
very nice. And as far as the menu items, talk to us about the menu items that are most popular at your restaurant.
So on the menu, let's just say for some clients, they like sandabs. Sandabs is a very classic dish, and you don't see it in very many menus anymore. Chilean sea bass, extremely expensive. It costs more than filet mignon. So a lot of restaurants don't like to serve it. It's low profit, let's say. But for us, we want to give guests what they really are in the mood of eating. So if you really want a nice Chilean sea bass, we serve it here. We do an osobuco that people say that it's the best they've ever had. We use a 16-ounce center cut hind shank, so it's the back part of the leg of veal, and it's the most tender and flavorful part. And the cioppino dish, people go crazy over the cioppino here.
I love that one. It's my favorite. Just saying.
Well, so, I told you we were going to get some secrets out of you, Yvette.
Yeah,
we just, it's obviously Spaggi's is known as an Italian restaurant, and there's secrets, and the secrets are some of the best seafood, some of the best, as you said, some of the prime aged steaks. These are secrets, and we just got 2 secrets already. We barely started. I love it. So anyway, so keep going, Henry.
Well, and the truth is, if you do whatever it is you do, whether you work on cars or you cook, if you do it with love, people can see the difference. If you just throw it on the plate and you do it with it's just your job, it shows. But if you do things with love, it's noticeable in the flavor, in the presentation, and the way you deliver what you're doing, whether it's a dessert, whether it's a steak or a pasta.
I agree. Love is the secret ingredient to so many things in life, Chef Henry. It really is. That's, a testament to the quality of food and experience that you give those that, patronize your beautiful restaurant. Can you speak to the various dining opportunities that you offer? You are very, very high end in terms of catering to private parties. You have beautiful conference accommodations and a gorgeous alfresco setting. I just enjoy sitting out there and enjoying a little bit of Merlot with my cioppino. Can you talk a little bit about that experience that you have developed and created through Spaggi's?
Yeah, so when we're open for lunch, we have, and for dinner, we have 2 private rooms. One room will seat 20 people. The other seats 30. And then you could open up some doors, and now you have a private room for 50. There's a restroom on that side of the restaurant, so your guests have a restroom. There's 4 monitors so that you can do a presentation, whether it be a pharmaceutical or you're trying to bring out a new product and you're showing your guest a sample of what you do. So all of that can be done there in the private rooms. Then we have our patio where you can sit al fresco. We do have heaters out there. At this time, we have an extended patio, and it's very inviting for you. You feel very safe and secure. And lots of times when you eat out in a patio, sometimes people feel that the servers aren't paying attention. You're just as important outside as you are inside. We also offer to-go. We also offer curbside pickup. We also do catering. We also do setup and delivery.
Very nice.
Very nice. And let me just clarify, in your conference rooms, you have the ability to conference in people from around the world that want to make a presentation to those in attendance in one of your private rooms. So you have that audio visual connectivity available for that segment of those that want to make a nice presentation at your restaurant.
Yes, we do. We have it all set up. We have it for Apple TV. We have it for Direct Connect, any style that someone does. So we bring in IT companies to see if we're missing anything, but we want to have it so it's flawless for our guests.
Very nice.
Once again, we're here with Chef Henry with Spaggi's, and located in Upland, California, just a few minutes away from Ontario International Airport. Rancho Cucamonga to the east, Claremont, Glendora to the west, Chino, Diamond Bar, Walnut to the south, and he has guests coming in from all over Southern California. It's one of the secrets of Southern California, And as you talked about dining outside, we'll kind of break it down a little bit because you have many, many options. I think we just counted 6 or 7 options there. Henry is very humble, but when he put together the outdoor dining, I remember that he spent a tremendous amount of time researching for the heaters. And when people are out enjoying the dining outdoors, it's odd because you go, how could I be so comfortable and how could it be outdoors? The beautiful white linen, the amazing services he spoke to, but the heaters were special ordered, and the way they radiate the heat, you don't get too hot, you don't get cold. It's really quite amazing. You almost feel like you're inside, but you have the beautiful outside surroundings. It's just paying attention to every detail, and so I just wanted to kind of embellish on that. And poor Henry, he's so inviting that our youngest is 20 years old, and when he was 20 days old, I think we had him at Spaggi's, and so we went right out to the patio. So we didn't want to, the people that were dining inside, we wanted them not to have to hear anybody crying or otherwise. The good news is he was nice and comfortable, and he was out there having fun. So we've really enjoyed the restaurant over the decades, and on every occasion, every detail, just absolutely enjoyable, great service. Anybody listening in right now for anniversaries, birthdays, want to take the parents out to celebrate, a significant event, new grandkids, you name it. I can't imagine a place better to go visit than Henry and Anna, the owners and founders of Spaggi's in Upland. So with that, Yvette, it's all you. You take the next question for Henry. We got to pull some secrets out of him.
Well, I want to hear a little bit more about his catering because over the years, I've attended more of the, high-end places to be events where Henry has always been the executive chef presenting an impeccable array of cuisine from appetizers all the way through desserts, and everyone always leaves the experience, the event, whether it's a fundraiser, whether it's a conference, whatever it is, just absolutely raving. And I believe this is a testament to Chef Henry's success, is having that consistency and bringing that experience out to the public through his catering. So yep. Chef Henry, please talk a little bit about your catering services and how you started off.
Well, I mean, again, don't do it alone. My wife, big part of our catering division, she helps, we put a menu together, proposal, we send it off, and then that's how people hire us. But, we have 4 trucks. We own all the china, all the glassware, stemware, flatware to do the event. We use over-the-top rentals for tents and tables. We use also other companies, and so we just put it together. We have a great staff that's young and willing to learn. And again, the secret is do it with love. Yes. I feel that sometimes it's very easy for us to get the jobs because, you hire someone to come and cook at your home and then they leave and then you have to clean up after them. That's not what catering is. Catering is you completely do the service. When you wake up the next morning, you rub your eyes and you go, didn't we have a party here last night? Why come I'm not picking up anything? And that's the whole idea. The whole idea is to have fun. You're a guest at your own party when you hire Spaggi's to do your event. And if you're doing a fundraiser, obviously the reason why we own all our china and glassware is so that we can be very competitive and not have to rent that and then have to charge you for it. Or if 2 or 3 glasses break, then now someone has to pay for the glasses. But when you eat at a restaurant and you break a glass, the restaurant isn't going to add that to the bill. So as a caterer, why am I going to add that to the bill? So that's a big part of why we try to stay involved, and we want to be involved with all of the community events because we love our community and we want to always be a part of our community. So the better our community does, the better we're going to do.
Again, we're here with Chef Henry of Spaggi's, and centrally located in Southern California, just a few minutes from Ontario International Airport for anyone just joining in listening. And he's often in Orange County. He's often in LA County. He's often in Riverside and San Bernardino County. And so I just want to make a point, and thanks for saying, Yvette, the whole catering subject. Right. I know Henry gets the biggest kick out of, we were in this city and we're in that city. And, he just really enjoys getting the team, because you have a whole team that you've put together to make these events special. Now, you've just given us one beautiful secret, and before we go to break, the fact that you clean everything up. Now, does that include my garage? If you come out here and you cater everything and clean the garage?
We can put it on the proposal.
I see. Okay, good.
That's why we do a walkthrough.
I love it. Now,
there you go.
Now, you make everything look easy, but I know that you have a long, long list of little details, and you're a perfectionist if there ever was one. What else do you think? Because I know that you really work with everybody on their budgets. You're very sensitive to people's financial realities, and you're the type of person that says, hey, whatever your budget is, we're going to make it special, regardless. But some other things with regard to catering, what are some other secrets that you wouldn't mind sharing with our audience that makes Spaggi's really stand out over the years, as you've seen, versus some other catering?
Well, I mean, like you said, we work with people's budgets. Someone's getting married, and you don't want them to take out a loan for their wedding, but by working with them and explaining them, changing your filet mignon to maybe a short rib or a brisket of beef and lowering the cost, your guests are going to enjoy it. And eventually that pays off because they have a baby. We're going to do the baby shower, and then the baby graduates from kindergarten. We do another party. So that's how you grow in your business. Beautiful,
beautiful. Now, we're going to come back and torture you after the break with some more secrets, so you're not off the hook. Again, we're here with Chef Henry of Spaggi's, located in the beautiful city of Upland that has the name City of Gracious Living, just a few minutes away from the Ontario International Airport. And we'll be back with Henry and Yvette right after the break.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
My mom is a breast cancer survivor. The United Breast Cancer Foundation saved her life. Their free breast cancer exam caught the cancer early, and that saved her life. But now the foundation needs your help so they can continue offering free or low-cost breast screening exams, saving more women's lives. Help them by donating your car, whether it's running or not. They'll provide fast, free 24-hour pickup, and you receive a charitable tax deduction, plus the great feeling you'll get knowing your donated car is going to help save more lives. Just call 800-781-0965 to set the wheels in motion. They take cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, running or not. Call 800-781-0965. The United Breast Cancer Foundation needs your help, and your donation could literally save women's lives, helping them catch breast cancer early, like they did with my mom. Donate today. 800-781-0965. That's 800-781-0965.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
Join Daryl McCance and Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, and on the internet at KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Daryl and Yvette interview the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. on KMET AM and on the internet at KMET TV. Check us out online at KMET1490am.com.
We're dancing.
We're back on ABC News Talk, Southern California Business Report with Yvette Walker and myself, Daryl McCance. And for those just joining in, we are with Chef Henry of Spaggi's, and they are centrally located in beautiful Southern California. And we're always excited, Henry, everything from San Luis Obispo all the way to San Diego. And we have 10 counties and nearly 25 million population. And I want to see all 25 million eventually circle through Spaggi's and enjoy some amazing, amazing fine dining. There's something on the menu really for everybody. We've already pulled some secrets out of them. Oftentimes people think that it's a classic Italian restaurant, which it is. It's fine dining Italian restaurant, but there's some secrets. And one of the secrets that we pulled out of Henry was some amazing, amazing steaks, prime aged steaks, amazing seafood, and when we left off, we were talking about catering, and we were trying to pull some secrets out of Henry, why people just rave about the beautiful finished product of the catering events that are done by Spaggi's. They attend to every detail, and so if you want to just, before we move on to another question, Henry, is there anything else you'd like to add on the some of the secrets on the catering piece?
Well, I mean, like I said, you know, the staff has a lot to do with it. They take a lot of pride in it. If it wasn't for Anna helping with the checklists and everything, we have to be very careful that we're moving the restaurant to someone's house or to a venue. And so we have to have everything that we need. We have to improvise. So it's fun having to put things together.
Well, you had me excited when you said you're going to leave my house even cleaner than when you got here. So I'm ready to order. Talk to Yvette and I about the size of the groups, because oftentimes when people think of a catered event, they think of 500 people out at UPS or some major corporation. Tell us the span, you know, because I know you get a kick out of all of the above.
Well, we'll do a dinner for 4 people. We'll drive, let's say, to Riverside and do a 4-course dinner for 4. It's a husband's 50th birthday, and the wife tells us it's a surprise. These are the items my husband likes. We put a menu together. We put flowers, everything all set up, the linen, the napkins. We arrive an hour or 2 before the event. We unload the van. We go park the van a mile away. So there's no way he's going to figure it out.
Wow.
To see who's the one that's going to walk back. Oftentimes it's me, and we have fun. It's for someone to invite you into their home and for you to cook in their home. That's an honor, you know. And the whole idea is you want to be invited back. And like we said, you know, we want to leave it cleaner than when we found it. Often the housekeeper will tell the owner of the home, call back Spaggi's because they left the kitchen clean. This other company you called they left a mess. They didn't even throw out the trash. So those little attention to details make the biggest difference.
Oh yeah.
So.
No, very exciting. And then so as little as 4, so you're in LA County and Orange County and Riverside, San Bernardino County, and you guys will do a fantastic, beautiful catered event for as little as 4 people. And then oftentimes you see the bigger groups, and what does that look like?
Well, I mean, we were fortunate. We did the grand opening for the Victoria Gardens when it grand opening was 4,600 people. We had maybe 7 stations of food. We also were, at that point, we were doing food for every day. We did a breakfast and a lunch for 45 days to get all these subcontractors to not leave the Victoria Gardens area, to have their lunch there and get back to finish so that Victoria Gardens can open on the day of opening.
Fantastic. So you're comfortable from 4 to 4,600. I love it. And
Yeah.
you'd be willing to consider anything larger than that on a case by case. I love it.
I'm up for it.
That's impressive. That's really, really impressive. Now, in today's, and again, Yvette and I are talking all the time about, and what we love about the show is this is about successful business. We've done the definition of success, and you know, I've never seen you at the restaurant without a big smile on your face and enjoying your customers and enjoying your work. And, you know, it's, you know, I've always heard in that business, you know, you're either meant for it or you're not, and you just live it and you're passionate about it. Now, going down that train of thought, when it comes to these events, when you're going out, do you have any tips as to what people should consider before they call you, as far as the types of menu items, or is there any complexities on any of that people should know about on the catering?
Well, I mean, there's certain dishes that can be made, and everything can be made, but it always has a price. So if depending on the size of the event, you know, we have mobile kitchens where we have all the equipment to put in your backyard and build it and set it up so that we can have that restaurant quality catering. But to be realistic, to figure out what amount you want to spend on your event, sometimes that's really important. For instance, you know, we have florists that you give us a budget on flowers, the florist can give you a great arrangement. From that to cappuccino machine, whatever it is that you'd like to do. So if you share all your thoughts, we would put a menu together or give you a proposal, and especially if you have pictures of what you like to have, how you want your event to look like, all of that can be done.
Fantastic. Once again, we're here with Chef Henry, Spaggi's Restaurant, centrally located in Upland, just a few minutes from the Ontario International Airport, central to really all of Southern California. And we've been really trying to pull secrets out of them the last couple of minutes on this whole topic of catering, because now in this time, you know, it's just nice to have the outdoor dining, the indoor dining. You've got all the to-go options. I mean, your packaged to-go items are really quite amazing, how you've been able to make something that either can be delivered or, as you said, they can stop by and pick it up. Should we just talk about that for just a minute? That whole
Sure.
to-go, you've taken that to a whole new level in recent times. I would almost say that's like something that you've just taken it to the whole next level. Can you want to talk about that just for a minute? What can and can't be put together, and what people should expect when they take advantage of that service?
Well, I mean, we try to make sure that what the items that are on our menu are items that people are in the mood for right now. Right now, people want comfort food, something that's just, you know, they can take it home and they can warm up and eat half of it and then warm it up later and eat the rest. So, and then when it's hot, we want to have real nice salads that are crisp and fresh and, just refreshing and enjoyable. When it's cold, a nice soup. And our steaks, taking home a steak, what we try to do is make sure that if you want to pick it up at 6:30, it's coming off the grill at 6:30 so that it goes in the container. And when you pull up, it goes straight in a bag and straight into your car. And it hasn't been sitting here for a half hour waiting for you. We don't try to cut corners and have those orders ready way ahead of time.
Very nice.
That's wonderful. And all of those considerations, as we all know, the success of any business is its ability to adapt, to diversify, and to scale to meet, clients' needs. So with that said, Chef Henry, can you please expand on some of your current projects that you're working on, including your project at the Women's Club of Fontana and the Escape Lounge at the Ontario International Airport?
Boy, you're really I don't know where you get all your information from, but boy, you've done your homework.
Yes.
Well, we are as we speak, the Fontana Women's Club is being refurbished, remodeled, brand new bathrooms, all new electricity, brand new air conditioners, brand new kitchen. A full bar is being built, and it's going to look spectacular. We're going to offer breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. You can dine al fresco on both sides of the Women's Club, and we'll be open from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the facility, we can do a banquet for up to about 150. Weddings, conferences,
Nice.
Things for the city, quinceañeras, bar mitzvahs, graduations, you name it. So it's exciting. We'll be hiring people, hopefully local people from Fontana and Rialto, Riverside that want to join our team and just have fun and be of service. So
I love it.
In Fontana.
And so tell us a bit about what's going on with the Ontario International Airport and the experience that you're providing, the passengers and the business class passengers that go through the airport that are looking to have that same experience they would if they were to go to your actual restaurant at Spaggi's.
Oh, perfect. So at Ontario Airport, Terminal 2 and Terminal 4, there's 2 lounges. They're called Escape Lounge. And so they're basically a reward entrance with either your American Express or the airline has provided you a pass to come in, or you can pay to come into the lounge. And we offer some of the signature dishes from the restaurant and items that are known to our region of Inland Empire, so that people flying out of Ontario can go in, relax before they go on vacation, work on some material of a presentation if you're going to meet with clients in Arizona. And so that's really exciting. We're anticipating opening that again as soon as there's more flights available. And so that's what's happening there. We're working on menu items for there. We try to do an international menu there where we have, we do Chinese menu, we do Mexican food, we do Italian, French, you name it.
What about the wine menu? Is the wine menu going to be comparable to the one offered at your restaurant?
Yes, there we offer hard liquor. From Johnny Walker Blue to your favorite tequila. We have a drink of the day there. We have amazing coffee. We have different beers. And you can even request a drink the way you like it. So if you want a Manhattan or you want a dirty martini, You tell us what type of vodka or gin you want, and it'll be made. So
Lovely.
it's all part of what you're drinking.
And that's called the Escape Lounge at the Ontario International Airport, correct?
That's correct.
And now, do you have any coupons that you could give Yvette and I to?
Actually, I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so. That is a real wisdom to have that kind of a restaurant there at the airport, and you're the chef that they've called in to organize and put some amazing items there for the passengers. They're not going to want to leave that airport when you get done with them. So that's amazing. Now at the Women's Center, just to follow up on that for a minute, what is the capacity there?
I believe around 150.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So that's going to be really significant. Again, for those that are just tuning in, we are here with Chef Henry of Spaggi's Restaurant, centrally located in Upland, California, San Antonio Heights to their north, Rancho Cucamonga to their east, Claremont, Glendora, Pasadena, all that to their west, and in south to Orange County and beyond. So we're really, really excited to have you here, Henry. I just want to, as we get down towards the end of the hour here, you are famous for not being a person that likes to brag. You like to talk about other people. You like to see other people happy. Enjoy your restaurant. Enjoy their special occasion. So you're always focused on other people. But I want to kind of drag you out into the sunlight a minute here and talk about how you and your lovely wife, Anna, have reached out to the community. You've been very blessed with loyal customers, and I've seen you expand and expand and expand. And it's just been so much fun watching you expand over the years. And you have secretly, without talking about it or asking for any support or funds out of your own resources, you have reached out to the community. And if you want to talk about that for a minute, I think the audience would enjoy that.
Well, I mean, again, our success is because of everyone behind us and everyone who supports us. So, I mean, and everything that we do because we do it with love. God has given us so much, and we need to give back. And that's the truth. Because we're in the food business, we don't like to see people hungry, and we want to make sure that it's awful for someone to go to sleep hungry. You know, I mean, we have to do that when, you know, we have to fast for some reason to go do blood. Can you imagine we're just doing it for a few hours and we're already complaining? Can you imagine being hungry? So
what do you do, and how many people per month are you feeding?
So we were blessed. Bishop Barnes from the Diocese of San Bernardino has given us permission to serve people in need. We call them people in need because sometimes you can have a place to live, but you don't have money. And so if we just feed them and give them love, we make people happy, you know. So we we work in a church. It's St. Bernardine's Catholic Church. It's in the poorest part of San Bernardino. It's on 5th Street. We arrive there every last Thursday about 11 o'clock, and we serve anywhere from 200 to 300 people on Thursdays, the last Thursday of the month.
Very nice. And you shared with me that the feedback you get from those customers, which are just as important as myself or anybody else, talk about that for a minute, because I think that you know, like I said, you have a gift for making people feel very appreciated. You want them to enjoy their, as you said, their anniversaries, their birthdays, the special occasions. Give a little feedback that you've received from those hundreds of people that you're feeding every month on your own, at your own expense, without requesting funds from anyone else. You and Anna, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you know, like today's verse in the Bible, it said that God hears the cry of the poor. I mean, and so for someone that it has nothing, for them to say to you, God bless you, you feel it. Like someone tapping you on the back of your chest, on the back of your shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, it is for the first few times, it'll make you cry.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and how do you address them? How do you address them?
I ask them for their name. I ask them, what's your name? And they look at you and they go, wow, no one's asked me who I am. My name is Mike, and they just, they love it, I mean, and, we decided that that's what we do. We ask them their name. We act like it's an event that they paid us to be there and serve them. We treat them that way. When in the summer months, we get a few kids that'll come, we'll make salad and we have choices of dressing, and we'll ask them, what kind of dressing would you like? And they really enjoy that. They come in hunched down, and when they leave, their shoulders they feel like there's love in the air, that God is blessing them, and they praise God too.
Yep.
That's the most beautiful part.
Yep. Well, I got to tell you, I know Yvette and I, we really appreciate, and the whole show is about featuring the most successful businesses in Southern California. And, when you talk about how you are treating those individuals that have no capacity financially, and you have other people that have huge capacity, and I've witnessed firsthand how you treat everybody the same, and Anna treats everybody the same. And we're very, very lucky in Southern California to have Chef Henry, who's with us today, is our guest from Spaggi's. And they have, as we mentioned earlier on, they have dining in, they have dining on their beautiful patio, they have their to-go service that's been taken to a whole new level. They have expanded many times, and now they are a part of the beautiful Escape Lounge at Ontario International Airport, which is bringing the magic of Spaggi's restaurant to the actual airport. Imagine that for somebody traveling from point A to point B, they can just have a beautiful, beautiful lunch, dinner, etc. there. And then a beautiful, beautiful women's center that is going to have a seating capacity of 150 people. That's brand new. And when do you think that's going to open, by the way? When is the grand opening scheduled?
February.
Nice. So that's going to be here real soon. Yvette, what question do you have as we get ready to?
First of all, I want to commend you, Chef Henry and Anna, for your loving outpouring of not only physical sustenance and nourishment, but spiritual sustenance in the form of hope and love. Because having been in that situation myself as a young girl at one point, I can see the light that you must be bringing these people. And it's just so moving. And so thank you so much for that. It's beautiful.
No, thank you.
And so my question to you is going to be, what programs, what educational opportunities do you offer those who aspire to learn a little bit of what you have learned over the span of decades in the kitchen? I hear you have a cooking school.
We do. We do offer cooking classes, and we began again on our Facebook and Instagram. We're working on tips of the day. So just a quick 1 minute sampling of how to hold a knife, how to prepare a chicken stock, how to make a dressing, little things like that that can make it fun. And our cooking school, it's also a team building technique. So how it really got started was with Fred Claire of the Dodgers had me do a cooking class with all the wives of the Dodgers one time. And so it was fun. So we did it at Mike Sosha and Anne brought in all the other wives, and we did a cooking class, and that class bonded all of them, and they became friends. So it's a great way of a mom that has it's great for a mom that has about 5 daughter-in-laws, and really unite them to bring them all together. And by the time the cooking class is done, they get along like a beautiful family.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. And what do people have to do to schedule something like that with you? Who do they call you directly?
Yeah, they can call us directly.
Henry and Yvette, we're about to be at the bottom of the hour. Go to the website. Does that sound right, Henry?
Yes.
For the cooking class? Go to the website for Spaggi's. And we are so thankful to have Chef Henry from Spaggi's, Upland, California. As Yvette just brought up, you're ready to do a cooking class, bring in all your friends, have a great time, learn some tricks, learn how to make some beautiful tiramisu or any other exciting item. Henry, thank you so much. Chef Henry, thank you so much. Yvette.
Thank you, Chef Henry.
We couldn't be happier to have you on, and we will have you back if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been the Southern California Business Report with Daryl McCance and Yvette Walker on KMET 1490 AM ABC News Radio, a show dedicated to highlighting successful Southern California businesses and the people behind them. Log on to the show's website and remember to visit the podcast page.